back the thrill, bring back the thrill.
Of the love that we shared when you cared, when hand in hand I thought you, only you'd understand. Bring back the thrill of the wonderful life that we planned. Only we two, never lonely when I was with you. For we loved and we laughed in the sun, and the time that we spent was such fun. But I never thought we could part when I gave you my heart. So while you're away, night and day I will pray for you still. I'll wait until you return and you'll bring back the thrill. When I gave you my heart, so while you're away, night and day I will pray for you still. I'll wait until you return and you'll bring back the thrill. Bring back the thrill.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at KSVY 91.3. Welcome to our show and a very special guest we're privileged and very happy to have with us. The great entertainer, nightclub singer, a movie actor, one of the great vocalists of the 20th century and the 21st century, Mr. Eddie Fisher.
Wow, Jeff.
How are you, sir?
You made me sound like I was dead.
No.
No, I'm
sorry.
kidding. That was beautiful.
Well, we opened up with Bring Back the Thrill.
I was listening to it with my girlfriend.
Oh, good. I'm glad
She never heard it.
I'm glad you're dating again.
She never heard it.
No? Well, she
No.
may hear a few songs today she has never heard, you know? Because we got a lot of good ones up here.
Great.
And how's the holiday season finding you?
Finding me very well, Jeff. I'm lucky to be alive, and I'm happy to be alive, and I love life, and I want to live.
Yes, and we want you to, so you can keep on singing.
And I want to do your show. We should do a weekly show. I'll take $5 a week.
Sold. I'll give you $6.50.
Oh, wow.
Hey, you know what I want to ask you? When you were a kid in Philadelphia,
Yeah.
how did you first start singing? Just at parties and things, or?
I always sang. My mother would put me up on a chair. I was so small. And in school, the same thing.
Really? Yeah.
I always knew I was going to be a singer.
Now, didn't you work with Buddy Morrow for a while, huh?
Huh?
You worked with Buddy Morrow for a while.
Oh, my God. That was my first job in New York, Buddy Morrow.
Was it really? Now, how did he discover you?
No, it was, because Charlie Ventura was my second.
You're right, yeah. Wow. Now, Charlie Ventura, wasn't he with Gene Krupa?
He was with Yes.
Yeah, I guess, huh?
Sure, his manager got me.
Really, yeah? Wow. What great band that was, huh?
Oh, yeah.
I believe Buddy Morrow's still around, isn't he?
I saw Buddy Morrow at a dance, and I said, "You fired me."
Oh, no.
And he said, "No, I didn't. No, I didn't." But that happened on stage.
Well, that's before Night Train, I guess. Not the booze, the song, you know.
Yeah.
Wow, what great times those were. Huh? And now you're.
Oh, yes.
I was reading up about, on the back of your early Christmas album that you did for RCA.
The early one?
Yeah, I guess it's like.
Oh, that's older than I am.
51, somewhere around there, I guess.
Yes.
I'm not quite sure, but it's a little 33, the 10-inch one.
Oh, my.
Well, on the back of that, it was talking about your dad and all that, and there's a great picture of you on another album with your dad and Eddie Cantor.
Oh, really?
Your surrogate father, Eddie Cantor, I should say.
Right.
Well, that was. I hate to ask you again, but tell us the story of how Eddie Cantor discovered you.
Well, I was working in the Catskill Mountains at a place called Grossinger's, and
Are you there, Eddie? I think I lost you.
hello?
Oh, there you are. Good, I got you.
Where were we?
You were at Grossinger's.
Well, that's where I did my training, and Eddie Cantor came up in 1949, Labor Day weekend.
Just up as a guest, I guess.
Huh?
Just as a guest.
No, he was raising money.
Oh, he was.
Well, he always found a reason to raise money.
Right. He founded the March of Dimes, right?
Absolutely.
Right.
He started, that's what Roosevelt said.
Yeah.
My good friend Eddie Cantor sent those dimes marching down to the White House.
Wow.
I sound just like him, don't I?
Yeah, I was going to say it's uncanny. FDR is with us in the muse of Eddie Fisher. Wow, wonderful times those were, I guess, growing up in Philadelphia and Manhattan in those days when all the...
Oh, Manhattan, my introduction to that was heaven.
What was the first nightclub you ever sang at in Manhattan? Can you remember?
Copacabana.
Copacabana, wow.
But I was just a production singer with the girls.
Oh, yeah. So
That got me in the girly business.
Oh, there you go. That's what got you started.
I can remember all of them.
Wow. What great stars went through that place,
Oh, yeah.
I guess you got to see everybody there was, Hey, there's a great picture of you with Irving Berlin. What was it like to be in Irving Berlin's presence?
That was one of the big thrills of my life. Being friendly with Irving Berlin, Izzy Berlin,
Yeah, right.
was one of the big thrills. To hang around with him and then playing these songs out of his trunk that were never published.
Wow.
And then I got to a point where I would argue with him over a song. I didn't believe it.
Oh, yeah. Where would you go? To his office, I guess?
Yes.
Wow.
But he used to come to my recording sessions, too.
Geez, how great that must have been, huh?
And he came up to Grossinger's.
What a legendary songwriter. One of the greatest to me,
The grandfather of them all.
I believe so, What was the other fellow that I was going to ask you about? Song. Oh, Julie Stein and Sammy Kahn.
Julie Stein, oh boy, there was he was the third biggest songwriter in history.
I believe so. And you've sung a lot of his tunes,
Oh, yeah.
Well, should we go ahead and play a little tune here?
Sure.
How about for Irving Berlin?
I thought you would never ask.
Well, here we go. And you don't have to put too much effort into it. There he is, Mr. Eddie Fisher with White Christmas.
Oh, yeah. The verse.
The sun is shining, the grass is green, the orange and palm trees sway. There's never been such a day in Beverly Hills, L.A. But it's December the 24th, and I am longing to be up north. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white.
Written by Irving Berlin for the film Holiday Inn and being performed there by the golden voice of Eddie Fisher, who's with us right here at KSVY 91.3. Eddie, what a great verse.
Isn't that's almost as good as the verse to what is it? Stardust?
Right, yeah. Great Hoagie
You
Carmichael.
know everything, don't you, Jeff?
Great Hoagie Carmichael classic.
Yep,
Mitchell Parrish, is that the fella?
Mitchell Parrish.
Yeah, I couldn't remember.
I just saw his road manager.
Oh, really, yeah? How's he doing?
He's doing great.
Jeez, that's great there. Well, I wanted to ask you about, like, the Latin Quarter. Did you ever work at the Latin Quarter?
I did a couple of benefits there.
Yeah, because that was Barbara Walters' father,
Yeah, I used to see her walking around the nightclub. She had a crush on me,
Oh, yeah?
but I think she got over it.
One of many, though. You never know.
She got over it.
You ought to give her a call, you know.
No, she saw me at the airport. I looked so terrible. She wouldn't say hello to me.
Oh, no. Oh, jeez.
Oh.
Well, she has that TV show, The View, you know. That's her curse, so I guess. I don't know. It's a
Jeff,
hit.
well, you picked out the right song, White Christmas, the verse.
Oh, that's
Bring back the feel. I loved your whole lineup last time I was on.
Oh, it was great to have
Brilliant.
you. I really thank you for gracing us with your time to do all this, you know.
It's my absolute pleasure.
Oh, ours too. What was I going to ask you, Eddie? I'm sorry, I have no notes in front of me today. I'm just kind of winging this, so what are you going to do? You know, you told me a great story about Dean Martin when you saw him when you were dressed up in a tennis outfit. What was it like to spend time with Dean Martin?
Oh, Dean was always funny. He was the funniest guy I ever met.
Now, you were his neighbor, right?
Yeah, across the street.
Wow. What would you
I
do?
used to hang out there.
Just hang out in the living room, or?
I used to hang out in the pool room.
Oh, how neat.
But Dean loved to play pool.
Yeah.
And he also, when he watched television, he only watched the commercials.
Oh, really? Yeah.
That's Dean.
What are you going to do? I can't. Maybe he had stock in those companies somewhere, you know?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, you want us to play a little bit more here?
Absolutely. I'm in your hands.
I'd love to play this one because I think it's your theme song. May I sing to you?
Yes, it was for a long time. And it was written by Harry Axe, who was Al Jolson's piano player
Right.
for 45 years.
He was with Al
Best
when Al
friend.
passed.
Huh?
Wasn't it Harry Ask with Al when he passed away?
Right, he died in his arms.
In the St. Francis Hotel, huh?
Oh,
Wow.
you know everything.
Don't stay in that hotel. Not in that room, anyway. It's the same room where Fatty Arbuckle had a problem, so I don't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what one of the guys told me at
Is
the
that
hotel.
where it was?
Yeah, in the same exact suite, I guess, you know.
Oh, my God.
So stay away from that room.
I certainly will.
Well, here's your theme song. May I sing to you, Mr. Eddie Fisher.
May I sing to you? May I sing to you? Won't you listen to a song that's in my heart. The night with its 1,000 eyes can see that I belong to you and you to me. May I sing to you, may I bring to you words these lonely lips are longing to impart. Those songs of love may come and go until the end of time. The world will know this song is yours and mine. Those songs of love may come and go until the end of time. The world will know this song is yours and mine.
The golden voice of Eddie Fisher, who is our guest right here at KSVY 91.3. What a great band, Eddie. That's Hugo Winterhalter, isn't it?
That was Hugo Winterhalter, and I tell you, I like the guy singing too.
Oh, he's the best.
I mean, I don't usually say that, but it's a thrill.
Oh, those are great tunes, and you sing with such, I can't even tell you what feeling, and
Oh, great, Jeff, great.
wonderful tunes that you've recorded over the years. And
Yeah, I've been lucky.
what was it like to be in front of that band, the Hugo Winter? How would you record like in a booth?
Then one of my favorite things was recording. If you gave me a cot in the studio, I could stay there and record all day and all night.
Yeah, just as long as they bring you some chicken soup once in a while. Keep you nourished, you know. Well, you know, I don't know what it looks like for you in the future here, but I hope you come out with an album. And somebody.
Well, I have something I did with the London Philharmonic, but I'm not satisfied with it.
Oh, no, it's not available yet, or?
It's not available yet. I have all the recordings.
Oh, wow.
But I want to go over them again.
Yeah, well, maybe you're just being picky now.
Yeah, that's my middle name.
Because we'd love to hear them, you know. Wow. I love that album you did with I forget the La Cage aux Faux song on there.
Nelson Riddle?
No, it was one recently, like around 1983, somewhere there.
That's recently, huh?
Well, for me, I guess. You know, it's not that recent. What am I talking about?
It's good to laugh.
You do the best of everything on there, and a couple of I Am What I Am. I think we finished with that last time.
Oh, my God. Oh, I was in such bad shape when I did that.
Oh, those are terrific recordings, though, you know. Don't underestimate yourself, sir.
Did you just hear me say I liked what I heard?
Yeah, well, that's true, yeah. I'm confused already. See what happens when I don't have notes?
You don't have notes. I don't even have a note.
And we don't even have a piano either, so there you go.
I got a piano.
Oh, you do? Well, maybe...
Always. I never lived without a piano.
Do you play once in a while, or?
No, my mother bought me a piano when it was $40.
Oh, my goodness.
She couldn't afford that, but she got it for me.
Yeah? Wow. Where are you going to find a piano for $40 today? You're not going to.
No, I just sold one for $8,500.
Oh, wow. You've upgraded, I guess. I would say.
You're a funny guy.
Well, you know, we touched a little bit on Al Jolson. I know that you love Al, as
Yeah.
we all do. I consider you up there with Al and Sinatra, Tony Martin.
But you know what?
You know, I'm telling
Bing
you.
Crosby
Oh, Bing, too.
copied Al Jolson.
Well, he grew up with all his records, too, I
The
guess.
early Bing Crosby sounded like him.
Yeah, that's true.
He
has
had
that,
the same kind of tricks.
that quality there. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Wow. And you have
Got to
that, too.
get some of his records from the 30s or 40s.
Oh, I have them, believe me. All the
You have
Brunswicks.
them?
I have the Brunswicks.
Oh, wow.
You know, Learn to Croon and Too Late and all those, you know.
Yeah.
Songs that people all have forgotten now, but we try to keep them alive here at KSVY.
KFCY.
You know, Eddie, we like I say about Jolson, you did a great album in, I guess, 1966 or so, a salute to Al Jolson.
Yeah, I think it was 1950, wasn't it?
No, it's like from the 60s. I think it's on RCA Victor.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's called You Ain't Heard Nothing Yet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I know what you're talking about, the May I Sing to You album.
Yeah.
Right, you do April Showers on there, I think. I have to tell you.
Yes, you do. Are you kidding? I don't know anything anymore.
Well, that's all right. Don't worry. We have it all covered here for you.
Thank you.
And without further ado, here's Eddie Fisher with Al Jolson's Let Me Sing and I'm Happy. Also,
that was his theme song.
Also written by Irving Berlin.
That's right.
And I believe it's from the movie called Mammy.
It's the theme song of the Jolson story.
That's right. Yeah, over the credits, yeah. And I want to ask you a little bit about that when we come back. Here we go.
Let me sing a funny song with crazy words that roll along. And if my song can start you laughing, I'm happy, so happy. Let me sing of Dixie's charms, the cotton fields and my mother's arms. And if my song can start you crying, I'm happy. Let me croon a low-down blues to lift you out of your seat. And if my song can reach your shoes and start you tapping your feet, I'm happy. What am I doing, Jeff?
I'm glad you're doing it.
I always love to sing a cappella.
Oh, you do it great. My
I'm
God.
kidding.
Well,
But I enjoyed that.
I wanted you to finish it. I don't even want to play the record now.
No, the record's better.
All right, here we go. Right
I'd
here.
love to hear it myself.
Well, you sound great, let me tell you.
Thanks, Jeff.
Let me sing a funny song with crazy words that roll along. And if my song can start you laughing, I'm happy, so happy. Oh, let me sing a sad refrain of broken hearts that loved in vain. If my song can start you crying, I'm happy. Let me croon a low-down blues to lift you out of your seats. Yeah, and if my song can reach your shoes, start you tapping your feet, I'm happy. Let me sing of Dixie's charms, the Swanee shore and your mother's arms. And if my song can make you homesick, I'm happy. Let me croon a low-down blues to lift you out of your seats. And if my song can reach your shoes, start you tapping your feet, I'm happy. Let me sing of Dixie's charms, Swanee shore and your mother's arms. And if my song can make you homesick, I'm happy.
second world's greatest entertainer, Mr. Eddie Fisher. How's that? There's an
That really
introduction.
was wild. You know, doing that song, I was really trying to imitate Jolson.
Oh, you sound great. Well, you can do it, I'll tell you. You have that same timbre in your voice, you know.
Yeah, but he had a lower timbre.
Well, he lost a lung, so you still have your lungs, so. If you remember, he lost his lung during the USO tour of duty, I guess.
Yeah,
he was doing,
over in Korea.
That's it, yeah. Wow. Did you never saw him when you were in Korea, right?
No, I saw the back of his head once at the Copacabana.
That's what you told me, yeah.
He was walking out.
How'd it look?
Terrible.
Oh, no. Poor Al. Wow.
I remember somebody sent me a recording of him auditioning. He wanted to play himself.
Right, in the movie. The second one, I guess, huh?
The first one.
Both of them, I guess.
He had one white hair on the top of his head.
Oh, no.
And he auditioned. He thought he was better than Larry Parks.
Yeah, and Larry Parks did a great job, you know.
Sure, but it was the voice, but the Larry Parks couldn't do without him.
Yeah, he put it over, you know.
Al Jolson.
I think so, yeah. He actually moved a little more than Al, you know. Hate to say that, but he did. You know, in that movie was, you know, it took a lot of things and made it up in the movie about Al's life and all that with the
yes, all made up.
Fictional character William Demarest and all that. But he was great, Bill Demarest, you know.
Oh, perfect.
You know, in that film where Scotty Beckett runs away to join William Demarest, and he ends up at a Catholic,
right,
whatever it is, and he's in there singing Ave Maria. And you know, I have to ask a Jewish boy from Philadelphia, how did you ever learn Ave Maria?
I sang Ave Maria.
I know, I have it right here. I'm ready to play it. This is a song cue if I've ever heard one.
It sure is.
It must have took a lot to learn that. I mean, I sing myself, and I don't think I could ever attempt that.
No, I had a special feeling for Christmas songs.
Right, and it shows, I'll tell you. Well, without further ado, we're going to play Ave Maria by Eddie Fisher.
Oh, well, thank you.
Beautifully done, Mr. Fisher. Eddie?
Thank you, Jeff. I kind of liked it myself. It's, you know what my favorite song is of all time?
No.
Oh, Holy Night.
Oh, that's a great one.
Yeah.
I don't have it with me, though. I'm sorry.
But I don't mind the Ave Maria either.
I figure after listening to that, I better call you Mr. Fisher.
Jewish boy from Philadelphia loved singing those songs.
How'd you learn that Latin? Did you have a coach or?
As a matter of fact, I did. No, not that early. For the second album, Christmas.
I think this is the second one. This is.
No wonder it sounds so good.
I think it's on Dot, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's the album. Yeah.
It's now on. I forget, but it's on another.
Oh, it's available, I guess. Well, that's good. I hope so.
Yeah, I get royalties still.
Oh, beautiful. That helps you buy a better piano. Right?
You're a funny man.
Well, I'm in here pitching.
Huh?
I'm in here pitching. As Bing used to say, I'm pitching for Paramount.
Oh, Paramount. Those were the days.
Yeah. You know, Friday night on Turner Classic Movies at 9 o'clock, The Bundle of Joy is on.
When?
At 9 o'clock on Turner
Tonight?
Classic. I think Friday evening.
Oh, because I think there's Christmas in there.
Yeah, they're playing a lot of this stuff. So it's on 9 o'clock on Friday evening on Turner Classic Movies.
If you think I'm going to watch No Bundle of Joy, you got me wrong. That's what the New York Times said.
Oh, no, it's a great little
film. I went out
film.
in the lobby. I had seen enough.
Yeah.
At the Capitol Theater in New York. And Jackie Robinson came out and said, "Oh, Eddie, I have to go do a radio show."
Uh-oh.
Everybody came out.
Oh, it's not that bad of a film.
But then the New York Times came out with a headline that said, "No Bundle of Joy."
Oh, no. Well, it's in color, at least. You know, that's a plus. No, I think it's a great little film. And Adolphe Menjou, I mean, you couldn't ask for a better cast. And your Debbie Reynolds in there.
Who? Debbie Reynolds?
She sounds familiar, doesn't she?
Yeah, I used to know her.
I think you were married to her.
I was?
I think you have a couple of kids.
Oh, gosh, yes, I do.
The lovely Carrie Fisher.
Yeah.
And Todd, right?
I saw her in a couple of shows the other day. She looks great.
Yeah, I saw her on something a while back. And your other daughter, Jolie, from
Jolie
Connie Stevens.
She was up here. She did a show. She was so wonderful.
Where'd she do it at?
I don't know. It was in the Castro.
Huh.
But I don't know the name of the place. But everybody was there. People I knew.
Oh, good.
And she was tremendous.
Oh, I bet I've seen her sing with her mother, you know.
Yeah, but she sings now by herself. She's amazing.
Wow. And she's on a hit TV show with Brad Garrett.
Yes. Till Death.
Till Death, yeah, that's it. I'm sorry, I couldn't remember.
Great title, huh?
Yeah, yeah. As long as it works.
As long as it were right.
Well, you
have
know,
a wonderful husband.
Well, I hate to switch gears here, but how close were you with George Jessel?
I was very close with George Jessel.
Tell me a funny story about him.
Got to a point where we were on tour, and he was part of the tour, and he only wanted me to introduce him.
Oh, yeah?
Because he sang, he was Toastmaster General in the United States
Sure.
for 4 presidents.
My Mother's Eyes.
Oh, one bright and guiding light.
I was going to go ahead and sing with you as George. One guiding lighting light.
Oh, that's him!
Eddie, it's a great pleasure to talk to you again. I'm
The
sorry.
cool of the evening, this is Georgie Jessel wishing you all a warm good night.
You and me and Charlie Callis, I guess.
Charlie Callis. What happened to him?
He's down in Beverly Hills somewhere. I see his address listed on a flyer I get, but no
Funny
one,
man.
Oh, my God, he was so funny, you know. Did you ever work with him?
Oh, sure.
Because, yeah, I know he opened
At
for...
the Sahara and Lake Tahoe.
Oh, wow. How great those years were to go to a casino and actually see a great act. You know, now you go up there, there's nobody there anymore.
That's right.
Seems to me there isn't, you know. The DeCastro sisters aren't working either, so I don't know. I'm sorry, Eddie, this is turning into a weird conversation, but what are you going to do?
It's terrific.
Well, here's one that you did in keeping with the holiday season. My Favorite Things. Is that okay?
Sure.
Well, here we go, right here. Eddie Fisher.
Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with string. These are a few of my favorite things. Cream-colored ponies and crisp apple strudels, doorbells and sleigh bells and schnitzel knit noodles, wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things. Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt in the springs. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad. Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt into springs. These are a few of my favorite things. When that dog bites, when that bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad.
Mr. Eddie Fisher with My Favorite Things. And we are here at KSVY 91.3 on your FM dial. Oh, I'm very sorry. It looks like you wanted to come back at me, Eddie. Are you there? There you are. Sorry, I lost you. Jeez, I'm fooling around with the wrong buttons here. Well, welcome to the Olson and Johnson Hour.
Olson and Johnson.
I'll be Chick, you can be Oli.
Oh, God, I remember them so well.
Hell's a poppin' here at KSVY.
Oh, God.
What great shows. I see their films, with Martha Raye and all that. And God, they were funny,
Martha Raye. It happened in Martha Raye a long time ago.
Is there more?
That's all I know.
It's a G-rated show,
Huh?
It's a G-rated show.
Oh, gosh.
More or less.
She was wild.
Did you ever hang out with her?
Well, I didn't hang out with her, but I went to her club.
Oh, yeah. Where was that? In Los Angeles, I guess, huh?
Florida, Miami Beach.
Oh, okay.
The Blackamore Room.
Huh. I didn't know she had a club.
Yeah, for a short time.
Wow.
But she was wild. I can't tell you what things she did.
That's what I hear, I don't know.
It's all true.
I guess it is. I hear things about Guy Lombardo, too, but we won't talk out of school on Guy, so...
Guy Lombardo?
With the brothers and all that, always fighting with each other over women, I actually worked with a Lombardo band back in '86 in Chicago, and the nephew was running the band, and he would tell me all these great stories with this other guy that was with the band from, 1955 or so, and tell me some great stories that...
How old are you, Jeff?
44.
Well, I could be your dad.
Well, I'm ready. I'm ready to be adopted. Will you buy me a piano? I need an $8,500 piano.
$8,500. Oh, God, I wish I could tell you the whole story.
Oh, no. What happened?
It's worse than the Guy Lombardo. And what was the name of that football coach?
Lombardo?
Redhead.
Jeez, I don't know.
Don't, Jeff? I thought you knew everything.
You got me on that one. I'm sorry. Red Adair? No, that's a helicopter guy or something. Jeez, I don't know. Vince Lombardi?
Vince Lombardi.
It is? Oh, geez.
Yes.
All right, I won.
You won, right?
Is it a clean story?
No.
Well, we better be careful then.
Yeah.
Just because we're, We're our public radio and community.
Are we on the radio? I
We
thought
are
we were having a conversation at home.
No, we're on the air.
Oh,
Well,
that's great. I always wanted to go on the radio.
well, you've been on it a lot of time. Well, when you first started, I heard that you got like 25 cents a week or something for one show. You
15
did?
cents.
Oh my God.
But then I got raises. I got $1.50. I got $2.53.
Yeah.
Then I had 3 sponsors, and I was making $25 a week.
Well, that was all great experience to get on the air, I guess.
Oh, yes, it was.
And that was in Philadelphia, I guess.
That was in Philadelphia.
Wow. When did you first leave Philadelphia to pursue your
I
career?
left in 1946.
Right. Yeah. Wow. Where were you singing? Like in the different stations? What would you do? Do a couple of shows?
Well, I didn't have any records yet.
Right. Yeah. What is your first record? That's what I want to ask you.
My first record was My Bolero.
What label?
Never did anything.
Is it on a RCA or?
RCA. Oh, no, Bluebird.
Oh, it is. Okay. Yeah.
Subsidiary of RCA.
Sure. Yeah. I have a lot of those Dick Todd Bluebirds. If you remember Dick Todd.
Yeah.
I think Bing Crosby used to end his show. Good night, Dick Todd, wherever you are tonight. Something like that. And he totally disappeared. No one knows whatever happened to him.
That happens to a lot of people.
What a shame. He went homeless or something, and then he just disappeared. And that's a true story. The Canadian.
I believe the stories.
The Canadian Crosby.
I was there.
We were.
We were, weren't we?
More or less. Through books.
I'll buy that.
Thank God we have all these great recordings that you've done, because they really are a great legacy to.
Well, I just love what you do with them. What you do with music, you really whole world.
Oh, I sure appreciate it, Eddie.
No, I'm not kidding. You really have a tremendous talent for arranging songs and having reasons. I really love what you do.
Oh, I thank you. Well, you're all I want for Christmas. There's a song cue.
Oh, God.
And I mean that in the most manly way.
That was a hit.
Here it is, right here on KSVY.
Oh, you're kidding.
I have it.
Oh, God.
I guess we'll play it, huh?
Yeah.
All right, without further ado, Mr. Eddie Fisher.
Oh, my God.
You're all I want for Christmas. All I want my whole life through. Each day is just like Christmas. Anytime that I'm with you, you're all I want for Christmas. And if all my dreams come true, then I'll awake on Christmas morning and find my stockings filled with you. Each day is just like Christmas. Anytime that I'm with you, you're all I want for Christmas. And if all my dreams come true, then I'll awake on Christmas morning and
what year was that recorded, Eddie?
You know, I don't remember recording that.
Wow, that's a great one, though.
Yes, I love it.
Hugo
But that's not
Winterhalter?
what I thought you were going to put on. I thought you were going to put on I Want Eddie Fisher for Christmas.
Most of America does. And the female population more so.
Oh, God.
Should we talk about some of your wives?
What? Which one?
I just ruined the whole day. I'm sorry.
Why?
Well, your first one.
Oh, I think her name was Mary Frances Reynolds.
Really, huh? That was when you were back in Philadelphia? Or?
No, that was what.
That's Debbie
when
Reynolds.
I got back from Korea.
That's Debbie Reynolds.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. For a minute there, I thought you were married another time.
Who knows?
How many times have you been married? Is that all right to ask you that?
4.5.
Well, that's enough, I guess, huh?
Oh.
Might go for 5 if you find the right one, though.
No.
You never
No,
know.
I've had a couple of right ones.
And your last wife, your real wife,
Oh, yes. She was the only wife I ever had.
Betty Lynn.
Yep.
May God rest her soul. I'm sure at Christmas time you really do
What a
think about these things. You know?
Great oh, she was so fantastic.
Your number 1 fan.
Yes.
Well, number 2. You got to count
She
me in
used
there.
to jump up and down when the kids would, in the nightclubs in Atlantic City.
Yeah.
She used to jump up and down with them.
Oh, yeah.
Applaud.
Wow. Well, what great times you had with her, and thank God you did.
Yes.
And I hate to throw this one at you, but let's play "I Wish I Were in Love Again."
Oh, I remember that.
I think it's a Rodgers and Hart tune, isn't it?
Yep.
All right, here we go. Eddie Fisher, right here.
You know everything.
The sleepless nights, the daily fights, the quick to bargain when you reach the heights. I miss the kisses and I miss the fights. I wish I were in love again. The broken dates, the endless waits, the lovely loving and the hateful hates, the conversation with the flying plates. I wish I were in love again. No more pain, no more strain. Now I'm sane, but I would rather be gaga, the pulled out fur of a cat and cur, the finest mating of a him and her. I've learned my lesson and I wish I were in love again. When love congeals, it soon reveals the faint aroma of performing seals, the double crossing of a pair of heels. I wish I were in love again. No more care, no despair. I'm all there now, but I'd rather be punch drunk. Believe me, sir, I much prefer the classic battle of him and her. I don't like quiet and I wish I were in love again.
I wish I were in love again. Mr. Eddie Fisher is our guest here today at KSVY 91.3 here in Jeff's Joint. Eddie, I got to thank you for spending this hour with us.
I'd love to spend another hour with you.
We're going to harmonize.
Yeah,
Eddie
I'm ready.
Eddie Cantor's theme song, right?
I tell you, oh, right, you know everything.
I think it was. I have the sheet. I think it's from a Chevalier movie, if I'm not mistaken.
You know, I can't tell you how much I love the songs you play.
Well, they're all yours, and the rest of the
but
world.
I mean, you chose what? I mean, I wouldn't think of it, and yet it's so right.
Well,
I really appreciate it, and I'd like a steady job.
Well, they used to say you can't go along with a Berlin song. Now it's you can't go along with an Eddie Fisher song.
I'll buy that.
I'll buy that dream. I don't think you recorded that, though.
No, but I sang it when I was a kid on the radio.
Did you, yeah?
Yep.
I wonder whatever happened to those transcriptions of those shows that you did.
Oh, I remember. I can see them in my mind right now.
You think you still have those around? Or?
No.
No, long gone, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
Well, they're so cumbersome to carry around, too. I guess they're 16-inch or whatever they are,
But, Jeff, can you use me again?
Of course. I'd like to do it as many times as you'd like to do it.
Okay, I'm ready whenever you are.
As Elizabeth Taylor once said to you. I'm sorry.
I talked to her the other day.
I had to get one in there. How's she doing?
She hasn't walked in 2 years.
Oh, no, that's too bad.
But she's in great spirits.
Well, that's good. I wish her well. I'm
Me too.
Glad you guys are friends, We hope, right?
She's having lots of fun.
Oh, I hope so. And I hope you are, too, and continue to.
I'm having a ball, and I'll never forget you, Jeff.
Well, we're going to do it again soon here, after the new year, I guess, huh?
Whenever you say.
All right, now I'm going to get these things sent to you in the mail here. I got to get that going.
Oh, great, Jeff. Thank you so much.
Well,
You
Eddie,
make my day.
I sure appreciate it, and we wish you a happy Hanukkah and a Merry Christmas. And
Same to you, Jeff.
thanks a million for joining us right here. We're going
My
to
pleasure.
We're going to finish out with "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas."
Oh, that's a good... Oh, you do pick the right ones.
I'm in there trying. All right, Eddie, I appreciate it, and we'll see you soon.
Okay, bye, Jeff.
You take it easy, and thanks again.
Thank you.
L'chaim.
When the steeple bells sound their A, they don't play it in tune, but the welkin will ring one day, and that day will be soon. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. Next year all our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. Next year all our troubles will be miles away. Once again, as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who were dear to us will be near to us once more. Someday soon we all will be together, if the fates allow. Until then we'll have to muddle through somehow.